As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. The Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a state.
And he's running in the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Run it with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Colin.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Coming after it.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the punt.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They'll run this play from the pistol. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Texas calls its campus the 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quick catch on 3rd down. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options. A 1st down, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Algier. Gets rid of it. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, South Carolina.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard.
That makes the score. Texas, 21. South Carolina, 3.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to...
It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, the attempt is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time. Running toward the tape. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's got his man. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. A linebacker comes free, Boomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Get him some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly talented dudes, just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's caught. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's Algier. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick.
Able to finish drives, especially in this game, if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Goes to the option. The pitch. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Algier. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorn!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's going to pass on second down. They're working that left side. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the offense. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, you know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back for you.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back, you don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that
success. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end.
And he breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. He's looking to pass. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Going to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Offensively, I'm going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, Staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be just steamrolling the defense? He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The aerial assault continues. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy every time. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Strikes the blow. And now that defense runs him out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll feel the punt and take it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Longhorns will have a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The hand to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On the option. He'll toss it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, it's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together and get some good mojo going.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He finds his man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense in a bunch formation. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll just keep slinging it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They're going to ride this running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Makes him talk to the hand. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They try to get it outside on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense